Episode 5. The Igni sign. Hello to part 5 of my Witcher 1 Let's Play story playthrough, whatever, abridged version of the game, however you want to call it. I'm still not so sure about that, but who cares. In this episode, I think we will kill a lot of bar guests, but also we'll pick a bunch of flowers. Also, we will try to tackle and finish a big chunk of our side quests that we have active. The first one of these side quests will be the one the Revenant asks us to do. We have to light 5 shrines of the eternal fire at night. Bring a candle, put it there, set it on fire, so that the almighty spirits of eternal fire will save us from the beast or something ridiculous.
Looks like Miss Vesna has unwanted visitors.
Rough, I dare you.
Oh, this shrew needs taming.
On my way to the next shrine, I came across this scene, so let's investigate.
Can't wait.
You'll be sorry.
Is that you? Witcher, help!
Piss off, Whitey. No monsters here.
Don't have the balls to fight a Witcher, Butch.
Shut it, woman. I'll show you balls.
You're apt to lose those shortly.
Haha, machismo. Well, let's show these bullies who is the new boss in town, which is obviously Geralt.
Will you help me? I fear the dogs and thugs, but I need to get home.
Certainly.
Vesna is the waitress at the inn that we met earlier, I think. The girl who clearly said that she's not interested in our unsolicited flirtations. Beware, guys, I'm really bad at escort quests.
Those who hustle always get rewarded.
She's supposed to follow me, and I was always afraid to lose her. But she kept on following me, and the bar guests kept attacking. And that did lead to a big unforeseen catastrophe, the likes of which no one would have expected to come. So look at the doggy dogs. They sure as hell want a piece of me. And also they want a piece of her. But she's being very brave and fighting, and I don't even realize that she's fighting over there, sadly. I think I have all the dogs around me. But sadly that's not really true, so I miss the most important thing. She's dead. And when I realize minutes later, I think to myself, well, do you really want to go back? And there I'm even looting her beautiful flower off her body and not realizing it. Well, anyways, things like this will happen, and I don't think that I will play through the game in a way that I'll go back and redo things that I'm unhappy with. Because it's an RPG, an old school RPG of choice and consequence, and I want to play it like that. Everything I do has a consequence. Anyway, we have enough bar guest skulls to give to the friendly witch Abigail. And there's a level up. I have not included all the fights against all the bar guests in this video even. There are many more. Which is a little distressing if you think about it. I don't want to know how much bar guests I fought during playing this. There's probably hundreds. So let's spend those bronze talent points, shall we? Oh yeah, I'm buying really important skills, actually. They are intelligence skills. First of all, it enables me to gather herbs. I couldn't do that at all. I was running past herbs all the time. And baseline intelligence plus 10%. And provides knowledge about selected and not yet encountered monsters in the Monster Lore Journal book something, which is pretty awesome. There you can see all the new entries in the journal. I think this provides me with enough information to get more loot from the monster corpses also, which is really helpful. There you can see how this works. You'll even get tips on how to fight them in battle, but I won't go into that with normal monster mobs. Maybe with some more strong and unique and rare monsters. And this is how you gather herb. You go to the plant, and you can't actually gather from unknown plants. You have to read books about these plants to get an entry in your journal, and then you can gather them.
What do you want?
I found your notice.
Excellent. Do you have the Barghest skulls?
I do. They're yours for a price.
I knew you'd manage it. And take this mandrake root. You might find it useful.
So she has a bunch of books that I won't buy because they're too expensive in my opinion, and you will probably find them in some other way along the playthrough. There's a weird doll. I wonder what that might be for.
Abigail is kind, but her tea is awful.
I like Alvin's opinions about things. And this is what I'm doing outside, picking flowers all the time, mostly off camera.
Yes?
Let's talk about weapons.
Well, I'm no specialist, though I can forge swords. Bring me 3 different ores and I'll forge you an excellent steel sword.
I'll look around for some more.
Another thing. For 35 orens, you can have this excellent sword, Grease. It's not exactly legal, but I really need the gold.
I'm not interested.
Yes?
By now, I actually wish that I would have bought it.
See you later.
Because I don't know what dialogue options it might have opened up, but I didn't at that time, so oh well. So I'm going to the inn, and the first thing when I come in that automatically starts up is a conversation with my old friend.
Geralt!
So, how are you doing?
You know me, my schemes. I hope to start a modest business in Vizima, bringing in goods from Mahakam. The Breckenrigs are pressuring me.
From Mahakam? Any profit in that?
I certainly hope so. I made some investments during the war. As they say, money needs to move.
Just so long it doesn't run away.
Geralt!
Zoltan, I found these strange dice. Looks like dwarven handiwork.
It's poker with dice. Very entertaining. Requires less attention than cards, but it's just as exciting. Dice are a dwarven invention. Became popular after the war. Not surprising, given that every mercenary played.
So how do you play?
Let's shoot around, I'll show you.
This is basically really just poker with dice. And it's nothing that I will do in this game. At least I don't think so. Maybe if I'm in a tight place regarding money, I will come back to that. Playing with safe games and cheating the system, but I don't think I will do. I'm not really interested in these mini games in games. I'm not saying that they are bad or unfun at all. It's just that I wanna progress the game itself and not waste my time with some mini games in these games. But that's just my opinion. I know that people love this shit and they will play it regardless of what I say, so let them do it. More power to everyone and his opinions is my opinion. And there's a character that we haven't met, so let's talk to him and see what he has to say.
Finally, someone sensible here.
And you are?
Luvarden, merchant. Of those Luvardens.
Of those or not, I sense you have a job for me.
Unfortunately, my friend disappeared in the cave beneath Vizima's walls.
You think he's dead?
I don't know. I'll pay you 200 orns to rescue him or provide for a decent burial. Will you take the job?
All right.
My friend tried evading the quarantine to enter Vizima.
Why through the cave?
We heard goods were smuggled into Vizima that way.
I'll do what I can.
Be careful. My friend has dealt with monsters before. If he's dead, surely danger follows.
So there's a new side quest that we can tackle. And it sounds like an interesting one, actually. And this is one of the guys we have to get friendly with in order to get on the Reverend's side.
I was more familiar with tankard than sword.
Who goes there?
I'm a witcher, a monster slayer.
Why enter my home armed? I have nothing worth stealing.
Calm down. I've no desire to hurt you. I just need to ask you a few questions.
I don't talk to strangers.
I'm Geralt. Now you know my name.
Have a drink with me, Master Geralt. I detest spies, and we all know spies don't drink.
Let's drink then.
Social lubricant, as my friend Sunisha once said, alcohol always does the trick.
Forgot the most important. Seen the Reverend?
Of course.
He told us to question strangers. A ring of the eternal fire. Must be from the Reverend.
The Reverend sent me to help you.
He's always thinking of me. I have this gardening problem.
I'm no gardener.
Let me finish. Some time ago, strange plants erupted in my garden. These plants, they're alive. Useful they were at first, devouring moles and insects.
What's the problem then?
Now they're as big as a man with giant branches. Luckily, they're buried underground in daytime, but I'm afraid to go near.
I'll see what I can do for 120 orens.
I'll pay 50 orens. Let's drink to that.
$120 and not an oren less.
2 weeds for 70 orens.
I said 120.
I need to live. I need to drink. My final offer is 80. Cheers.
Ugh, strong stuff. How about 100?
Deal. One last shot.
I don't know if that's such a good idea. Well, anyways, now we find ourselves outside being shot at by huge, bigger than man-sized, weird, gnarly, ugly plant things. What are we gonna do about it? Drunk as fuck as we are? Well, I don't know. Maybe hit it with a sword. Well, actually, you would think that these plants might die a little faster than they do. Oh, and you can use... what is the sign called? I already forgot. Anyway, you probably haven't. Let's wake that guy up again.
Speak your mind.
I've slain the monsters in the garden. Pay up.
You want your 80 orens? Here.
We agreed on 100.
We drank some ale, but my memory rarely deceives me.
Now listen here.
All right, here's your coin. I told you not to slay monsters while drunk at night, but you insisted. You frighten me.
I risk my neck for you and you try to cheat me. Don't forget to tell the Reverend I helped you.
Speak your mind.
You a soldier?
What's it to you?
I noticed that suit of armor.
My brother's. He fought at Brenner and other places. Oh, I detest soldiers, except my brother.
Relax, I'm no soldier.
Speak your mind.
Any monsters around?
The howling from the village turns my milk sour.
Anything stranger than that?
The fog was so dense one time I strayed to the witch's house, where a great beast stared in her window.
Tell me more.
Well, I wasn't about to stay. I turned round so fast I nearly left my legs behind. But it was as big as a horse, billowed smoke and sparks like a hearth.
Later.
Sounds like the beast that we have been encountering. Well, actually, I don't know if that's real true, but let's look at that scene first. That is more interesting than the beast right now.
That dog seems to be looking for something. Watch those Echinop's thorns, pup. What are you guarding?
Yeah, what is it that he's guarding? I don't know. Well, this looks to me like there's something buried. Okay, we have 3 new bronze talents, and it's time to finally brew some potions. We need a cat potion for the crypt quest, because it's too dark in there to do anything, if not for better vision. This is a potion that will actually give you 1 bronze talent, and you need an ingredient that you got from the Frightener that we killed in the prologue. So let's make one of these, and a bunch of swallow, please. Very good. And I think now it's time to explore the rest of the crypt. Oh yeah. So I took this potion and I was wondering, well, doesn't it work? Why the hell don't I see a difference? Let's put a swallow in there again. And there it dawned on me, it only kicks in when you get to very dark areas. And it's pretty well made, I think. It makes these areas... It keeps their eeriness while letting you see what is going on there. And there you go, a couple of enemies. And that sign is so powerful, by the way. Stunning an enemy that would need 1 billion hits with the sword normally, and then 1 hitting him. It's just awesome. Only 1 left, and he's gone also. So I found this guy. There's nothing too interesting with him, but I still thought let the viewers see the really disgusting corpse in the crypt. And then this thing. You have learned the Igni sign, which can be used to cause damage to opponents and to light fires. Choose a sign on the left screen. Right-click on the target to cast the sign. I'm gonna have a try with that sign. It's just beautiful. And I think this is what I was saving my bronze talents for, actually. Do it one more time, Geralt, please. Awesome. Well, I say goodbye and see you again in the next episode when we will use that Igni sign to burn some foes. Bye bye.